Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Today, Wednesday, 23rd of June. End of June already. I was recording no, 2 days ago. I was recording the energy updates for next week, and then I got into July, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to, and I said it in the video, I'm going to have to record the monthlies. It just comes around so fast. Hey, Timothy. Hey, Jamie. How is everyone today? You good? You're all good? I'm good. Coffee's good too. Breakfast was good. Very hungry this morning. Had to have brekkie already. Hey, Christine. So let's get some cards out. I'm going to get some cards out for the collective, do some channeling, and if you want a mini read, you can have one of those as well. Just check out that pinned comment in the live chat. I'll tell you how to do it. And so how to do it, you do a donation. So super chat, super sticker, or there's a PayPal link in that pinned comment up top. And if you've got a question for your higher self, or if you just want general guidance, make sure you put a capital Q at the start of your comment just so that I can find it more easily. Hey, Melissa. You like the heart chambers? I've put that in a lot of private readings over the years. I go into more detail as well. The 2 heart chambers that take in the blood. One of them, it's how we receive from others, but it's how we receive from ourselves. So there's 2 different. And the other 2, how we give to others, how we give to ourselves. Because we can give to ourselves but not necessarily receive from ourselves. Did you know that? So you can go, say you could give to yourself. So you could go for a massage. That's kind of giving to yourself, isn't it? But you're not necessarily receiving that massage. If you're lay there thinking about what the shopping list is, if you can't relax, you're not receiving that massage. So there's a distinction between giving and receiving when we're talking about ourselves and self-love. It's very interesting. But thank you for noticing. Look what we've got here. Watch and listen carefully. Wow. This looks like a sticky patch there. It looks like there's been some slug activity, but there hasn't. I don't know what it is. Coffee. Thank you, Melissa. It's old. I've ordered some new tops. It's quite big. I've ordered some new tops on. Hopefully there'll be a decent material from my website. We'll see. They're kind of cute, but I've ordered things online before and they've been kind of cute, and they come back and they're almost like plastic bags. They feel I just couldn't wear them, especially not in this heat. So we'll see. It seems to be a problem getting tops online. Little tops, little cotton tops. Cotton tops. Bless. Bless your cotton socks. Oh no, I've got a silly day today. And I'm going to be recording videos today. I'm going to be recording the weekly Switch Star Sign. Thank you, Christine. I just took it out. In fact, I started this before I took it out. My top knot. I had no idea what it was going to be like. Bliss. Meet Camellia. She's in full bloom. Radiating with delight. When something challenging happens, we often ask ourselves, what the hell? No, we don't. We ask ourselves, what can we learn from this? No, we don't. We go, what the hell? Camellia is here to remind us not to overlook the possibility that some of life's most poignant lessons come from the moments of ecstatic bliss. Oh yeah, more of that, please. What makes your body, mind, and soul ring with joy? How can you connect to the golden thread of meaning and let it weave its way through your life? This is an invitation to embrace all that's marvelous in your life. Let bliss overcome you as you bask in the limitless love of a million sunsets. Hello. Hi, Maria. Hi, RBY. Hey, Connie. Bliss. That's nice. Nice to have a bit of bliss, isn't it? So yeah, if anyone wants a mini read, you just check out that pinned comment up top of the live chat and we'll find out how to get a reading in that. I did a leg workout yesterday. Whoa. Oh, well, I did my Muay Thai training as well, but in the morning I did a leg workout. My legs don't work very well anymore. Hey, Mandy. I think we're going to have a few days of rain here. Pure nature. I was thinking that with the bliss card, you know, getting out into nature. Hey, Friday night karaoke. Pure nature. Beach was gorgeous yesterday. Pure nature. Grace, blooming youth, freshness. This young girl is flourishing as she develops into a woman. She loves her body and is aware of her unique beauty. Oh, that's quite kind of rare, isn't it? Unfortunately. I'm just so glad that I grew up when I did and not now, because it must be so hard for girls right now. Growing up with all of the crap, like pretty much any image that you see online isn't real. It must be so hard, huh? It's bad enough when I was a teenager. It's a horrible phase to go through. She loves her body and is aware of her unique beauty. She's rare. Just as this girl does. Cherish the beauty nature has given to you. See the softness and grace, and keep the secrets of youth in your heart. The red peony symbolizes respect and honor, ideals that must be recognized in ourselves before we can genuinely share our true nature with others. Knowing ourselves first. Hey, Tara. Pure nature. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't like to be growing up now. Holy crap. I'm up as an adult. Yeah, because at least as adults, we don't, you know, when you're a teenager, you remember what it was like being a teenager. Oh, God, it was hell. But you just soak everything up and believe everything, right? It's been horrible. Let's get a legendary lady out. Have we seen Friday night karaoke before? Karaoke. Peonies. They're peonies. Someone says it's bougainvillea. 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 Is that how you say it? I don't know. Hey, Beth. Hey, Indira. Lots of people today. Artemis, independence. How interesting. Because did you watch my pick a card read that I put up yesterday? A lot of feedback from it, especially from those independent women saying, oh yeah, I've been called out. I've been closed down. It's just that I've been through all of this, and it's like, yep, me too. So much fun being a teenager. Really? Was it for you? Oh God. Yeah, same, Christine. The stick models. What was her name? Twiggy. Twiggy, and she started it, didn't she? And then there was that, what's her name? God, I'm terrible at names. The English one. Who sang out with the Rolling Stones. You know who I mean. She's just so skinny, don't look anything like me. Not athletic. Good, it's changing now. Athletic bodies are in. Yay! Artemis, independence. I should read that out, shouldn't I? Artemis, tell us your wares. Artemis. Artemisia. Have you heard of that? Otherwise known as, I can't remember, something wart. A herb. An herb, if you're American. Artemis, independence. Now's the time to go it alone or declare your independence. You're getting protection and guidance from Artemis, goddess of the wilderness. Explore nature or communion with the moon to find more answers. We've got a full moon coming up on Friday. Did you know that? Teenage years were no fun. 22 and 23 was fabulous. Yeah, it only got fabulous for me in my 40s, 50s. 30s was okay. It was better. But childhood, teenage, 20s, nah, not good. You're still waiting for the fun years. You've got them to come, Christine. Don't worry. Hey, Tina. Bougainvillea. Thank you. Bougainvillea. Let's be independent. Well, we have been for ages. Tell us something we don't know. Tell us something new, Artemis. Oops. Weird mood today. Bougainvillea. It's only Christine that knows what I'm on about. Or anyone else that's in Australia. Okay. Let's get some homework out and then I'll get on to the tarot. So if anyone wants a mini read, you know what to do. Check out that pinned comment at the top. It's by donations. So, super chat, super sticker. There's a PayPal link in there as well. And if you've got a question for your higher self, if you want specifics for your reading, put a capital Q in your comment at the start of your comment and then I can see it easily because I don't get the time to read through all the comments. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? It's interesting, isn't it? Because there's us, our muggle selves, our human selves, and then there's our soul, our higher selves. Are we clear on what our soul really wants? Not always. Because our soul wants our growth and it wants us to become everything we can be and all of that. It wants us to learn and grow. It's not necessarily got the same goals as we do in our human muggle selves, you know. Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. Our heart tells us. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all of your heart. Ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. Teenage years were the best. Seriously. Your 20s were the best, Connie. 40s not so much, really. Oh, mine just keeps on getting better and better. Oh, you were lucky, Mr. Bowers, to have a good teenage years. Friend's trying to blow these cards over. I still haven't been to my crystal man to get some bigger crystals for that shelf. Maybe tomorrow I'll remember. Stop it. I hardly ever go down the beach road anymore because I cycle up the hill now on the big road because it's easier for me now. I used to get breathless, now I don't. So it's a bit of a kind of fitness challenge for me. Your teenage years were a nightmare. Yeah, mine the same, Christy. Absolute nightmare. You're loving your 40s. I've heard that the 50s are even better as well. They are so far. I'm only just into it though. Okay. Tarot. Let's do some tarot. Yeah, we've got a full moon on Friday. By all accounts, from the readings that I've done around it already, it's going to be a bit of a gnarly one. Watch out. Anyway, on Thursday night, I'll bring out that full moon read for that. So just prior warning. I've got some full moon reads as well, reduced price. There's a few of them left. I think some people bought them last night. These cards are very interesting, you know, this deck, this new deck that I've got. The major arcanas, because it's not just tarot, it's got a lot more kind of major arcana cards in there. They come out a lot in this deck. Hardly, I've been doing a lot of readings with these. Hardly any of the minor arcana come out of this one. 6 is even better. Woo! I don't doubt it. The Phoenix and the Entertainer. That's interesting, isn't it? The Phoenix. Yeah, rising from the ashes, you know, it's the trouble that we've been through. Growing from our challenges, becoming something from our challenges. Pocket full of sunstone for you, Jamie. And the Entertainer. I think I brought this card out. It looks like he's juggling strawberries. Let me show you. He's juggling strawberries. Or hearts, maybe. Could be juggling hearts. Is he? It's a very interesting card. The imagery, I mean. It's got no face. It's just squiggles. The Entertainer. Let's find out more. I'm not getting a clear message from the Entertainer there. It seems from those comic kind of cards, the mask cards, that kind of thing, the clown stuff, hiding ourselves. Sometimes the Entertainer kind of an energy for me it reminds me of Robin Williams, in fact, and in its entirety. The Joker, the one that makes the jokes, but that we find out is extremely depressed. It's that kind of energy for me now. He always pops into my mind when cards like that come out. You said hearts and then I said hearts. Oh, late 50s when it started getting good. I'm hoping early 50s is when it's going to start getting good. Spirit, you listening? No, my life is great. Can't complain, really. Oh, that's a lot of cards, isn't it? Juggling hearts. That's interesting. On the bottom of the deck there is the Six of Pentacles, the reciprocation card. It's receiving. That's what the energy was about today. The energy update was about today. So I wonder if it's going to go into that. Anyway, first card out here. I'll do them in the order they came out. Oh, well, how about that? The moon. Yeah, we've got a full moon coming up. Okay. We're going to be feeling the energies already. That's why I brought the full moon readings out already. It's usually about 3 days either side for me, if we've got a particularly strong one. They aren't always strong for me. I wonder if this one will be. I know in my personal, my private readings, my readings for me, it keeps on telling me to flirt and stuff, and it's talking about sex. I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, why? What? I've got a new trainer and he's like 12 years old, and he's trying to flirt. Well, he's not trying to flirt with me. It's just one of the kids, you know, from the fire shows, and it's just one of the boys. Why do you want me to flirt with? There's nobody. There's nobody here. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles together here, because I haven't shuffled the deck very well and it's a new deck. So they're still side by side. She's being mummy cat, looking after her kittens. He's gambling. He's gambling. What? Or is he investing? They're both investing, aren't they? They're both investing their energy into things. I think that's what it is. I haven't seen the policeman since. He's disappeared on me. Oh yeah, I could flirt with him. I could. I haven't seen him. And then we've got the 9 and the 10 of cups, because I haven't shuffled them, so I haven't shuffled them properly. So the 9 of cups is fulfilling ourselves, fulfilling our own hearts, making ourselves happy. And the 10 of cups is when we bring in that happily ever after, that person to fulfill us as well. We've got to fulfill ourselves first. An unhappy person that's not fulfilling themselves, that's not making their heart happy in other parts of their life, hasn't got a full life. They're not a good person to get into a relationship with, because it's a lot of pressure, because they want happiness from you, right? And if you're that person, you're wanting your happiness from them. It's not good. And anyone that wants and needs a relationship is that. So. Okay, I'll try and flirt with the policeman if I see him again. I'll try, instead of just going eyes down, don't look at him, get out of the room as fast as can. Hi, Andre. Mercury went direct. Oh, did it? Didn't know that. Oh, well, that's good. I haven't. Well, I guess I have. Usually for me, Mercury in retrograde makes me a little bit more introspective, which I am anyway, so I hardly ever notice it. Oh, so I'll purchase my iMac in Mercury in retrograde. How interesting. Not going to arrive for 3 or 4 weeks anyway. But yeah, I don't usually notice that much. I used to when I was I used to notice it. I used to notice it when I was struggling in my business, when I was living hand to mouth kind of thing. A reading would come in and I'd need that money straight away to pay something or to buy myself some food or something like that. I used to notice Mercury retrograde. I used to get extra hard then. But not now, I don't notice it. Does it affect you? Gym manager who used to be stern all the time is now smiling. Oh, you're his darling. So has Mercury retrograde affected you all this time? I know it did used to affect me, but not anymore. I hardly notice that energy at all. But as I said, to me it's just turn inwards. And I do that anyway, so. Get some more out. I don't know what the story is yet. The Phoenix, the Entertainer, the Moon, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. We're talking about relationships. Does our soul really want a relationship? I wonder. Obviously not, otherwise it'd be bringing one in, right? Not in a bad way, not every time. Oh, busy and a lot of things going on. Is that right? Tech troubles. I do notice that a little bit. But doesn't that happen all the time? I don't know. People overly irritated. Electronic issues, yeah, that happens. Hey. Page of Cups, a messenger of love. A possibility is what I'm getting here. A glimmer of hope, a possibility of love. Page of Cups. And when my new iMac arrives, I'll do this show on it with the camera, because it's got a good camera. So I won't need all of this setup thing. You can't see it, but I can. You won't see me looking down here. I'll be able to look at the screen where the camera actually is. I'll see how it'll all pan out, how to Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. I want to read this one out. Open your heart, a trickle. Yeah. Wow. That's out on a date. Oh. Page of Cups. Imaginative, youthful. There's that youth thing again. Cards are saying about being youthful. I am. Imaginative, youthful, free, emotional, sentimental. Trust your inner voice and feelings. You're on the right path. It's the beginning phase of a new adventure, project, or idea. Take this time to work through your creative processes that will guide you more than you know. Your psychic abilities are on high. Trust them. The Page of Cups is a kind, romantic individual who's highly intuitive and sensitive. They encourage new experiences and the youthful freedom that comes from celebrating their inner child. They believe in following their dreams and are very expressive and open in speaking their truth. Page of Cups connects with the divine principle of love and manifests this energy into all areas of their life. Youthful love, huh? When my marriage broke up, I was 30 and I kept on going out with 22-year-olds. Literally every guy that I met was 22. And I saw the purpose in it eventually. It's because I needed that. I needed that youthful kind of open-hearted. I needed to realize I could have that again and I could be that again instead of the divorced one, you know, with baggage and stuff like that. They helped me to open up again, to open my heart again and be just that, you know, that youthful openness. It's hard to have a youthful heart, isn't it? Isn't it? When you've been through everything that you've been through as an adult. Page of Cups. Yeah, but what I'm getting from that is that with this glimmer of hope, this youthful heart thing. What else? I found some granola in the shop here and I've had it for my breakfast. It's so good. Don't usually eat things like that, but I'm losing weight at the moment a little bit too fast, so well, I'm just so super hungry. So, but I've bought all of it now. I bought another one. There was only 2 on their own, so I'm gonna have to find a source of it because it's too good. That's it. I'm with you there, Mr. Bowers. They've got to have like the youthful energy, but the young ones, they're just. It's like we all think, yeah, I feel like just like I did when I was 26 or whatever, and then you hang out with 26-year-olds and you go, no, no, I don't. No, I might feel really good, but nah, they're idiots. Like seriously, right? Your heart still has its original pair of rose-colored glasses. Really? Well, here's the Queen of Pentacles again. Okay, I'll read her out then because no, I'm wary. I was open-hearted, and then just stupidly so. I mean, open-hearted when I was still in not self-loving and so open to all kinds of abuses and crap. So, Queen of Pentacles. So I guess, yeah, now I'm not doing that. I guess I could open my heart up again. Queen of Pentacles. Grounded, mother, generous. Oh, generosity, yeah. That was in the energy update today as well, about reciprocation and generosity. How nice it is. Oh, could do that, Maria. That would just be like the general reading, not sending me an email saying that that's what you want. Yeah, do that. Do anything. When the Queen of Pentacles comes up in a reading, excuse me. When the Queen of Pentacles comes up in a reading, which she has twice already, it can signify you or someone you may know, of course, because it's a court card. It may indicate a woman who's independent and financially stable. There we go. There's that independence again. Well, it's interesting you say that. Attracted to intelligence, yeah. Because I went for a walk on the beach yesterday morning, and I did my watch thing, the whatever it's called, Walk With Me or something like that it's called. It's on the Fitness Plus app, where someone's walking and talking. I don't know who this guy was that I was walking with yesterday morning. Some, I don't know, Los Angeles person, I don't know, entertainer. And he's also written songs. I think does musicals, and it's an interesting chat. But also musician as well, because I think some of the songs that he played as we were walking was his own. I could be wrong. Anyway, he explained that he wanted us to listen to this one song because he was saying like all of the songs, like he was, I don't know, 27 or something like that, and been with his partner for 6 years and fiance, and they're getting married, and so they got such a strong connection. Everybody said, well, all the music he hears is all about bitches and hoes, and it's just like taking them home from the club and whatever. And it's like, it's just so not what he's about. And he said he was explaining that it's all about that mind to mind connection. So it was called, the song, I'm pretty sure it was his song, called Mind Over Matter. So choosing the mind over the body kind of thing. Interesting. Yeah. But getting to know who. I'm on a desert island. There's not many people around. It's a very small community here. Yeah, the policeman if he shows up. They shouted something. I was riding up the hill. Was it yesterday? I was riding up the hill yesterday, and the police car went past the other way, and they shouted something out the window at me. I don't know what it was. The cheeky. It may indicate a woman who's independent and financially stable. She's a hard worker and may have a straightforward way about her mannerisms. She takes her time with all things because she's practical. She's generous and a very good mother. She's caring about the earth and Mother Nature. She's usually liked by anyone she comes across because of her kindness and charming ways. She's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay, there's that independence thing. Seriousness about it as well, huh? Mm. Mm. Oh, someone sent a donation in, let me just see. Catherine, thank you. Have you got a question, Catherine? Or have I missed it? Have you got a question for your reading? What does it all mean? I think it's asking us to be a bit more open. Remember when the King of Pentacles kept on coming out, and it was telling me that he's caring, stable, and caring, but not in a codependent way. Oh, my legs. Yeah, I've got to have that too, but it's kind of rare. Intelligence thing. Let's get some more cards out and see. Knight of Pentacles, taking it slowly. I rolled my eyes then. Taking it slowly. Especially if you've only just come to the Nine of Cups. I mean, if you're only just learning about self-love, if you've only just started doing that, got to take it slowly, right? Don't dive straight into a relationship, because that's going to be it's going to be a challenge to keep the self-love up. I mean, to keep that self-focus, that independence. Take it slowly. Knight of Pentacles puts one foot in front of the other and takes it slowly. Hey, Chris. No question. Do you just want general? Catherine? Take it slowly. There's a glimmer of hope, and yeah, I think we do need to open up, especially those of us that have been just in that, like, the self-love thing and have been extremely independent, which is a good thing, right? But then we can take it too far, be closed down. Did you watch the pick a card last night that I put up? It's kind of interesting. It felt different to me than previous weeks. In a way, a bit more negative. I wondered how they were going to go down, because people like the positive one. Like, of course, if you blow smoke up someone's ass, if you appeal to their ego, you get a lot of views and a lot of people click like on it. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to blow smoke up anyone's ass. So I was kind of expecting, I don't know. I guess I'm reaching the right audience, because it's getting good. It's getting good feedback from them, even when they're not the ones that would appeal to the ego. Six of Emotions. I chose the flower. I can't remember which ones they were now. I did the deeper dives with them yesterday afternoon. So I did listen to them again yesterday afternoon. Six of Emotions. Nostalgia. You haven't watched it? Jamie's not watched it yet. Shh. No spoilers in here. This to me is the twin flame card. So sixes are about reciprocation. The one that's a match, the one that, not just a match, but the one that's going to reciprocate, the one that chooses to be in a relationship, the one that wants to give, the one that wants to be in it. Take it slowly. We've got to take it slowly. Many pitfalls that we've fallen down, many blocks we've stumbled at previously. We've got to be super aware of it this time and take it slowly, because we might have another lesson. I might have another lesson. Authentic, yeah, in my readings, but I'll still do the thumbnails because it makes such a difference. That energy update got a lot more views than usual yesterday. The one where I was holding up 4 cards in the thumbnail with surprise face. Honestly, you do a face like this in the thumbnail, it gets a lot more views. People, huh? So I'll succumb to that. I was looking at people's thumbnails yesterday. Not like that. That would be weird. Hey, Gabe. Yeah, I was looking at people's thumbnails for a bit more of, I don't know, the clickbait stuff, you know. I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at more interesting things, more creative thumbnails. No more lessons, please. Well, good luck with that, Connie. Good luck. I know I've got a lot of cards out because it's not really telling me much at the moment, Gabe. It says the Phoenix. Yeah, of course. We've grown from our challenges. We know that. It's made us who we are. It's made us great. Then the Entertainer, which is a bit dodgy energy there. It's the energy of hiding, you know, the mask of joking. It's Robin Williams. It's being depressed, but making everyone laugh. That kind of an energy to me. We've got the moon because we've got a full moon on Friday, so we're being affected by those energies already. And if anyone's interested in a full moon reading, I've got some reduced price on behealing.com. Then we've got the Queen of Pentacles out with the King of Pentacles side by side because I haven't shuffled that deck enough and it's new. And then the Nine of Cups with the Ten of Cups for the same reason. But the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups is the fulfilling your own heart first, the self-love first, you know, and we know that that's got to happen. Thank you, Chris. So, yeah. And then the Page of Cups, so there's a bit of a glimmer of hope in relationships. The Queen of Pentacles comes out again to let us know she's independent and she's solid and she's secure in herself. Knight of Pentacles, take things slowly. So it seems to be talking about getting into a relationship again after being independent and closed down. Six of Emotions, someone who will not just can reciprocate, but that chooses to, you know, that actually chooses to do that. So that we don't get into those imbalanced situations. Because I've noticed that in myself, that I've been way too willing to give. I've been way too willing to be the only participant in relationships. Yeah, it's not just about being way too willing to give, but way too willing to carry the whole relationship and let them do nothing in it, you know? They don't even need to be in the relationship with me. I can do it all for us both. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. It's not good. I hope so, Timothy. I think so. Shuffle? No. I was going to, Mr. Bowers, but now you told me to. I'm not going to. There you go. That'll teach you. Tell me what to do. How to recover and live again, yeah, as I'm going through it myself. Okay, I'm over it now. Oh, okay. Knight of Wands. The player. Eight of Cups. She walks away from the player. She realizes, this sucks. Then she does more than walk away from it. She understands what it is that she was doing, how she was choosing the player, and all of that, and stops that behavior in herself instead of just blaming the player all the time and then getting in a relationship with another player and going, there's only players out there. Then, so after she's realized what it is that she was doing to choose the players or to keep on, whatever she's been doing to do that, stops that so there can be a rebirth, then she can start on this new path. On a new path to a new experience, a different experience, you know, a different experience than we've had before. in life. It's weird, isn't it, that the way that the law of attraction works in that way is that if there's something that we really don't like, we're going to attract it over and over again until we get it, until we get our part in it and how we're attracting that. And it can make you believe that there are only players, say if it's the player that you've attracted, or there are only cheaters, or, you know, it can make you think that there's only that kind of person out there, but there's not. Just keep on getting attracted to those ones, right? Let's get some more cards out. So it's only once we've recognized it. It's not just about walking away, because then we're just in that loop, right? A player comes in, or whatever it is, a cheater comes in. We get hurt by it. We realize, in a way, and get hurt by it, and we walk away from that relationship. And then we go right back and do the same thing again with someone else. It's not enough just to walk away. We've got to walk away and then learn from it. Otherwise, it's the same. It's the same lesson over and over again that we don't learn. It's like going to the same class, never taking it in. Groundhog Day. You just release one. The Death card allows the rebirth, but it's something has to end, like properly end, instead of just walking away from the next one. Six of Rings. This reciprocation, right? Reciprocation. So how can we recognize when someone is being reciprocal, when someone's actually in it? Well, they're going to use the words, right? So what does the player say? The player says things like, I'm not ready for a relationship, or yeah, there's certain things that they say that show you that they're not really in it. But the ones that can reciprocate, the ones that want to be in it, they make more effort anyway. So there's that, but the words that they say, it's quite telling. Thanks, Jamie. I never did that one before, did I? Who was it? I don't know. It was Catherine. Did you want a general reading, Catherine? I never saw a Q. You see, that's what happens if you don't put capital Q's in front of it. Because I don't read all of the messages. Jamie, how's self-guidance for you? Let's do you first. Groundhog Day. Jamie. Communicating healing. Hang on. Let me get another couple of cards out first. I'm not getting a good vibe from this. In cafe here, I'm talking about healing and stuff like that. I'm talking about these things because this is where we talk about these things in my work. In my private life, I don't talk about that. When I get together with people, I'm not talking about this stuff with them. I wouldn't like meet a guy and then, if you ask about what I do for work, I'll say I'm an online entrepreneur or a YouTuber or something like that. I don't go into my work. I've learned from that. I don't communicate the healing stuff just to anyone because I've learned. Why have I learned? Because one, if you tell someone you're a healer or a psychic or whatever, they dump all of their problems onto you. Don't want that. I don't want that in my social life. That's one. Two is it attracts unwanted attention. So abusers and takers and all of those people, they get very attracted to someone that communicates their healing, because they're like, hey, wounded one, I can get a lot out of this person. They'll give a lot to me, you know. So there's that. There's a lot of pitfalls to it. So this is the vibe that I'm getting from this, Jamie. It's like, be careful of that, because you share your healing stuff with your therapist and with maybe with some close friends that are there for you emotionally and stuff like that. But if you're talking about that stuff with people that you meet, it's going to backfire on you. You've got soften and open, warmth and knowing here. So it might, that to you might mean, but that's me being open-hearted and sharing my authentic self with them. And isn't that what you need to do in relationships? Down the line, maybe yes. Down the line, maybe yes. Okay. Been worried about how to approach it. Yeah. Warmth and knowing. This is saying like you'll know when the right time is. But I do you even need to approach it? Right? No, I don't. I talk about my past and stuff and what I've been through in here, in my readings, in my work. I don't talk about it even with my friends. Why would I? Why would I share that stuff? It doesn't have any bearing on my life anymore. When it did I share it with my friends? Not really. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know whether you need to. I don't know whether you need to share it with them. I don't know whether you'll need to share it with them. Why would you need to share it with them? So that they can understand you better, maybe. Just be careful of that. It's difficult territory, digging up the past, and you can trigger people, right? So let me tell you this story. A friend of mine wanted, I don't know what she wanted to do, in fact, but this is how it went down. She wanted to talk to me about my past, long ago past, because she thought she'd got a psychic hit about something about my ex-husband. She was totally off, like it wasn't factual information, but I kind of went there with her, talking about that. In the end, I was crying. I ended up crying. And then afterward, I heard, when I'd gone off to the bathroom, but I could hear her talking, and she said, oh, so she's not that happy after all, see? She's just got a smile on her face, but she was bringing up stuff from very long ago that doesn't affect me now. But she pulled me so much into it that it did affect me. And I needn't have gone there. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to be careful of that. Afterwards, I was thinking, like, why did she want to do that to me? Why did she want to bring pain out? It's not in me. It wasn't in me. Do you know what I mean? I pondered on it afterward, going, is that still a part? And it's like, no, it's just because I went there with her, and I shouldn't have gone there with her. You know, I'm listening to that book at the moment, that Matthew Walker, Why We Dream book. It's very interesting, but that also suggests why we wouldn't want to go there. Why we don't want to drag things up from the past and relive it and get back into those emotions. Why we don't want to reinforce those memories, kind of thing. At a certain stage, we need to do that as we're healing ourselves, but only in a certain setting. Do you know what I mean? Then there's no point in going backward. Living in the Southern Baptist community, very religious. Keep your work to yourself. I just don't even think about it, Melissa. I don't think about it. I see myself as a businesswoman, you see. Sure, this is what I do within that, but I see myself as a businesswoman. So I don't think to share that with people. Even though I'm a trainer. It's like, what do you teach? He knows I'm a teacher, right? What do you teach? Well, his English isn't that good to even explain. It's not easy to explain what I do to people who've got English as a first language, really. Like, just forget about it. Don't even ask. It doesn't matter. But yeah. So hopefully that helps you. Oh. You tell people you're a cleaner, like, I've got this dirty thing. There you go, Christine. That's dirty. It's funny, isn't it? Tell you what, it was the worst. It was the worst when I was a neurotherapist. What do you do? I'm a neurotherapist. Oh, what's that? I've never heard of that before. Wow, I treat people with psychological and neurological problems. Ah, I'm depressed. Oh my God. It was just the pits. It was the worst. I tell you, it was the worst. Catherine, general for you. Yeah, so hopefully that helps. Study the brain. I've got something wrong with my brain. I've got brain injury. No shit. Yeah, you gotta tread very carefully. I'm a YouTuber. Oh, I've never met one of those. Everyone says that. I've never met one of those. No, you have. It's kind of nice to be a YouTuber. Especially now I'm seeing the K's more, and I'm seeing one M, meaning more than 1,000 people are watching, generally watching each video now, each day. It's great. How are we doing, Catherine? Catherine. Love, I am that. Nice. You are it. You're not looking for it. It's not something outside of you to find. We've all heard spiritual teachers say that, right? But what the hell does that mean? It's self-love, really, isn't it? You don't need someone else to love you. I mean, it would be nice, but loving yourself is enough, and it is. Once you get it right, it's enough. It is enough. And then that's when you are love. When you're realizing it and you're being it and you're actually being it, that's when it comes in, right? So, love yourself more physically, Catherine. Meaning it's practical. It's not just looking in the mirror, affirming to ourselves, I love me, I love me. It's not a feeling. Love isn't a feeling. It's it's things we do for people, taking care of someone. Like I was talking about in the energy update today about the self-love thing. It's like taking care of yourself like you're a little girl that lives inside of your heart, a child. Putting yourself in good situations, removing yourself from bad situations, taking great care of yourself. I think the energy update yesterday has got like 105 likes on it. That happens sometimes with of course I get thousands more watches and for the pick a card reads, but for an energy update, honestly, it's because the thumbnail on it. It's because of the thumbnail on it, because I'm Lego. Back to Catherine. Be with nature and physical action. So yeah, loving ourselves, it's actual taking action. It's not enough just to go to affirm it or to say it or to feel it. We've got to actually start taking good care of ourselves. Making better decisions for ourselves, and there's always more we can do. Always more we can do. So it could be that you need to be out in nature more. taking care of your well-being at a higher level. Maybe this is what we're asking ourselves all the time. How can I experience more love in my life? We don't realize that that's what we're asking, but when we are reaching for something more, a relationship or better work or whatever, what we're really asking for is, how can I experience more love in my life? That's how, by taking care of yourself more, taking actual action to love yourself more. Physical action, Catherine. Marie, thank you for your donation. General for you, Marie. Oh, this is lovely. So, Marie, you've got I'm appreciated and going, wow, this is your higher self and your guide saying, good job. You know, I've said this, but I need to say it again, and I need to keep on saying it, is we are very appreciated for doing this inner work. It might seem like nothing on the surface, and we might seem like we don't get very much credit for it from the world or whatever. We do get rewarded. We do get rewards. But we're very much appreciated by the spirit world, by our guides, by our higher selves for. So you're being commended for that. You are appreciated, and you're going well as well. It's not, you're not behind or not doing very well and all of those things that you might be telling yourself. You're doing great and you're appreciated for it. So is this thought useful? So yeah, you might not be saying that to yourself. You might be going like, what's wrong with me? Why am I behind? Why can't I get what I want? That kind of thing. That inner talk that we all have going on that we can all succumb to. Is this thought useful? Freedom, love and joy. So you are headed to those things that you want. And it's an inner game. It's going to get you there, and it is getting you there. It's already getting you there, and you're appreciated for the work that you're putting in. There's more to the picture, is what I'm being told here. There's a bigger picture. This isn't just about you getting freedom or you getting love, like a relationship, or you finding joy through finding this thing that you want. It's not. The law of attraction kind of stuff can make us think that we're just like a single person thing, and we've got this one experience, our life, and it's not connected with other people, and so I can manifest this thing, I want this thing, I can manifest this thing. But there's way more to it than that. Way more to it. We've got a collective here, you know, and we've come here, especially now, especially in this lifetime, especially right now, there's massive shifts going on in the whole of humanity, and we've decided to come here at this point. And so the inner work that we've been doing, even for the last 50 years, right? It's coming to the point now where it's becoming useful. And so we've got to look at the bigger picture. You are appreciated anyway. So just check that voice that's inside of your mind that's maybe because you can't manifest this thing. There's a bigger picture than that, and you are appreciated for all that work that you put in. You will get the freedom, love, and joy that you want. Could be further down the line now, because there's, as I said, there's a big picture and there's big shifts going on. Meaning, the changes that you make in your consciousness and your energy affects the whole. And right now, every little bit that we do is affecting the whole. And there is a 100th monkey thing. There's a tipping of the scales. There's a certain point where the energy reaches a saturation, where change happens on a big scale, and you're a part of that. Don't forget that. Wow, Marie. Coffee. So we had the Six of Rings there, Six of Pentacles, reciprocation, and the Wheel of Fortune. adaptation and elevation. Next level stuff. Interesting. Interesting just because, to me, because of what I just said to Marie then about how it's not just about us individually. Yes, it is about us individually and us raising our vibration, doing that inner work, but it's affecting the whole. And as we do that, as we adapt, Wheel of Fortune, this is like the bigger picture. It's fate getting involved. It's the universe's big plan, and it's elevation. There's something better for us there. So, like I've been told by my guides before, this whole concept about the twin flame thing, it's taking relationships to the next level. Not what we've experienced before in relationships. It's new. It's going to be new. Same. Like we won't even recognize ourselves in 20 years' time. I think about 20 years ago. I started, after I'd graduated in, when was that? 1992. I graduated in engineering and then I went into IT. Now that was when the internet first came out. Like I remember, I started in IT and I was on an IBM computer, and still when you'd have like your boot up screen, it wasn't like Windows or anything like that. It was a boot up screen, and the internet was there. But if you did, it was Alta Vista, I think. If you did a search, we didn't have Google. If you did a search, it would come up with like 1 to 3 pages for each thing that you came on. It was crazy. Looking back, it was crazy. Email had started then, but it was very, well, it wasn't multimedia. It was, yeah, none of it was multimedia. It was just words then. Wild. It's wild looking back. Well, just imagine, and things are progressing faster, and that's just with technology, right? Relationships, we're going to see the same. I think we're going to see the same kind of, and the way that we're relating with each other. Feels like we're going through a bit of a reset of, I think we're all running headlong in one direction before, and then in the last couple of years we've been, pulled back. Focus on something else now. It's all about, oh my God, modems. Da-ding, da-ding, da-ding. Remember? Oh God, don't want to go back to those days. Imagine if we had to. Oh God, imagine if you woke up one morning and you were back at that time. How frustrating would that be? How frustrating would that be? Oh my God. Imagine. Gabe, general guidance for you. Did I miss anything? Gabe and Penny, thank you for your donations. Gabe, need to pee. I'm going to pee first. Hang on. Okay, and then I'm back to you, Gabe, and I'll get more coffee. I'll be right back. I'm not taking you to the toilet. young star. Yes, I'm Maria. I used to have to write. I used to program in games. I had a ZX81 and then a ZX Spectrum. And on the Spectrum, I used to get the computer magazines and I used to program in the games from that. Like type it all in. Otherwise, you'd have to use a tape recorder and they to upload. Oh man, it was so fraught with. It was crap, wasn't it? It was a start though, and we did it. And then when I was working in IT, it was pretty cool because I was working in inference networks. It was like brains. I was programming like that. I wasn't programming this sequential stuff like normal computer languages. I was in inference networks. So this is the thing, and this thing has these properties. It's a number and it relates to other things like this, forming this like brain-like network. It's very interesting compared to other stuff. Okay. Yeah. X plus Y equals Z. So, yeah, I wasn't in that when I was worked in IT. Inference networks and then fuzzy logic on top of that too. So it wasn't just this thing relates to that thing in this way, relationships in that way, but it was like, and this also has fuzzy logic. So it was about putting like statistics into that as well. The likelihood of this thing, even though it's got this relationship with that and that's so more than like the X plus Y equals Z kind of thing. The likelihood of it behaving in this certain way is these kind of. It was it was interesting. DOS. Oh my god. Yes. I don't know whether they do, Connie. It's just a concept, right? It's a human concept, twin flames. Okay, let's go back to Gabe. General guidance for Gabe. Perfect or good enough? Perfect and I am good enough. Perfect or good enough? Don't have to be perfect, right? Especially, we just got to get started on something. Can't wait until we're perfect because we're never perfect. Nobody's ever perfect. There'll never be a perfect time to do anything. Just got to get started where we are now. So, always good enough to do something, Success, wake up. You do. You need to get started on something. You just need to start now. There's never going to be a perfect time. You're never going to be perfect enough. I got this message yesterday and I'm like, yeah, I've heard for myself personally. I'm like, I know, I've already heard this message. I know it. I know I've got to start with this new YouTube channel now and not keep on putting it off and waiting. You got the same kind of message. You're putting something off, something that's going to be successful. It's like, wake up and do it now. You are good enough already. Do you know what it's talking about? It's something you got to do. Take action. Penny, guidance for your love relationship. Guidance for love or relationship. Penny. Be vulnerable, decide. Well, there's vulnerability and there's vulnerability, isn't there? Vulnerability, yeah, love is always a risk, isn't it? You've got to open yourself up. You don't know what's going to happen. There's no guarantees. But there's always going to be a risk, no matter what. But you can kind of. Then there's what I used to do. Then being wide open and to abusers and to people that didn't have good intentions for me. That's the kind of vulnerability that's not going to get you what you want. It's going to get you hard lessons, in fact. So it's not just about vulnerability. You get to decide on how you want to be vulnerable, who you want to be vulnerable to. You don't just have to be, you're not like a switch. You're not like binary code. You're either a 1 or a 0. Yeah, it's not black and white. You're everywhere in between as well. So you get to decide on how vulnerable you want to be, or whether you want to be vulnerable at all. You don't have to be vulnerable with certain people, you know. So see it more as a decision of whether to open up or not. So this seems to be saying to me that you're either wide open or closed down. And when you're wide open to and vulnerable to things or people that you don't want to be vulnerable to. Yeah, is this thought useful, and believe in yourself? So there's a belief in yourself that it's almost like you need to take that hit to get what you want. You need to take that hit to get what I want. I need to, it's like roll with the punches. It's like if taking the rough with the smooth kind of thing. I have to be vulnerable to the things that I don't want to get what it is that I want. And it's not true. You don't need to do that. So there's an element of a belief that you need to sacrifice something of what you want for what you want in relationships. You don't. That's not true reciprocation. So this is telling me, Penny, that you've got some like beliefs, maybe that your parents gave you. They might have told you directly these beliefs. That you can't expect to have some kind of treatment, or you've got to expect to have that bad treatment if you want this, you know, something like that. You've got a thought, a belief in there about yourself that is, it has you on this switch-like thing of I'm open to things, either I'm open and then I get things that I don't want as well as things that I do want, or I'm closed and protected and I don't get any of it. There you are. Bye, Mr. Bowles. Maria, you said in a previous mini you've met your twin flame, did I? Will I meet up with him again? This twin flame for Maria. I should meet up with him again. Yes! Of course. Tell us more. Is it someone that you're aware you've known, though? I can't remember what I said to you last time. Lovers and brilliant. Lovers. Keep on going down that path. Keep everything. There's a path to everything, right? And we have to put ourselves outside of our comfort zone to go down that path. This is saying that you're going to have more lovers before your twin flame relationship, but you need to go down that path. Meaning there's things that for you to learn in relationship, in the way that you relate with people and all of that. You need to do it with other people first. You don't want to learn those lessons with your twin flame. You've got make love and be still, keep quiet as well. There's something here about, I think, I don't know, I've got a bit of a deja vu thing here. It might, about you speaking out about stuff. You might want to not do that. Someone could be holding back from you because they don't trust you, because you likely will speak out about them, or they think that you will. This could be the twin flame. In fact, they could be staying away from you because they're like, she's a loose cannon. Tell her my secrets, you might tell the world, or you might share about your sex life, or something like that, or they think that you will. There's more for you to learn along the way, but there's something about not being trustworthy with information in a relationship, or that's how you appear. Maybe you need to think about keeping personal things private. You know what I mean? Personal things, not sharing them so much with other people. Something like that. You worry about being too vulnerable. What I mean, Penny. Hey, Mystic Visions. Having a hard time with being such a gentleman. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're like, what do I owe you after this? You know, because when we've been around people that are takers, I said it in the energy update today. If you're around a taker who doesn't want to do a thing for you, when they're somehow fooled into doing something for you, they will make you aware of that every day of your life for the rest of your life, because they resent it so much, having done something for you. And so when we've been through experiences like that, yeah, it can be really hard to receive, because we're like waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know. That's why we've got to take it slowly, right? This is why the Knight of Pentacles comes out, because it's like, yeah, okay, so you're doing the self-love thing, get into a relationship, then you need to take it really slowly, because you need to take that self-love with you, and then get used to learning to trust people, and those that can be trusted, you know what I mean? Figuring out those that can be trusted. I think I did everyone. If I missed anyone out, let me know. I don't know what the message is today, really. It's confusing. The moon card came out. It's confusing. I guess we're all at different stages, right? Along this path. And it seems like we're being encouraged to open up a little bit, but with awareness of past patterns and stuff like that, not just open up and do the same thing over again. Knight of Wands. Don't do this over and over again. Player comes in, we leave them. Player comes in, we leave them. Let's get out of that. Whatever it is that you've been doing. Hard part is knowing who to trust. Yeah, you don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. You just take it slowly with everyone. You trust them until they show you. You get to know them slowly. And then be quick when you notice that they can't be trusted. You deal with it in that moment. Yeah, we've got to get used to a new way of being. What else should we get out? Let's get some of these out. Get one of these out first. I think it was a self-love card that came out last in the app that I shared on social media. Follow me on social media. Be healing everywhere apart from Instagram, where I'm Claire Louise. Hi. And join us in our Facebook group as well, Psychic Cafe, No Muggles Allowed. What's this? Mistakes. Love on the bottom. Mistakes. We've made a few. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child, so he or she feels loved no matter what mistakes we've made, right? Or keep on making. Still love the little kid. Did I do Catherine? Can't remember. Catherine, tell me. Can't remember. I thought I did Catherine before something. Okay, I can't remember. Let me know, Catherine, if I did or not. Mistakes. So we've got to take care of that inner child. So self-love to a whole new level of allowing ourselves to make mistakes but not beating ourselves up about it. And Christine, what you were saying about like knowing which ones you can trust and not, you don't need to know beforehand. And if they show that you can't be trusted, don't take that personally. You've just got to know someone, and it doesn't mean it's a hit on you. Do you know what I mean? Don't let it hurt you. They are who they are. Life isn't about guessing, a guessing game. I opened up to this person and I was wrong, and beat yourself up for that. Love yourself instead, you know. It's okay to make mistakes. But yeah, you don't need to guess. You don't need to be able, you shouldn't have to, I mean, nobody needs to be able to guess and choose. I used to beat myself up like that so much. Choosing wrong, I should have known. How? How should we have known about someone before we get to know them? That makes no sense. So don't set yourself up for an impossible task there, Christine. We just need to get to know people and then believe them when they show us who they are, and don't stay in that situation trying to change it or heal them or whatever. That's where we go wrong. Stay in that situation. Opening to discovery. There we go. That's what we're doing. That's it. This is the card that brings it all together. It's saying open up, but be smart about it, right? Open to discover more. Let's open up a smidge to discover more. Opening to discovery, that's what we're doing. Yeah, they treat everyone that way, not just you. Yeah, it's not on you at all, it's on them. When you came in, I was doing Catherine, there you go. I did. Whew. Because I don't remember. I remember everything, literally everything, but not when I'm doing my readings. Isn't that weird? I remember everything in my... I guess it's because I don't need to remember it, right? That's what I'm learning in this. That sleep book, if you know that you need to remember something, that's kind of locked in your mind, and then when you go to sleep, it locks it in your memory. But if you're told that you don't need to remember something, it doesn't get locked in sleep. So interesting. Which is why I don't remember people's names, because I don't need to. And I don't remember my readings because I don't need to. This is the throwaway stuff. For some reason, though, we all think that we need to remember song lyrics because they're all locked in, right? So many times turn away from the red flags and hope for the good. Oh, I know. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Not good for anyone. Least of all you, but it's not good for them either. Because they're not getting correct feedback. They're just getting away with it all the time. Not getting correct feedback. If the world wasn't working so well for these assholes, they'd have to take a look at themselves, right? But it's working so well because there's people like me and you that would let them get away with it, would carry on giving to them and carry on loving them and validating them for bad behavior and shit like that. You need to defend yourself, girl. All of us, and boys. You need to defend yourself, absolutely. Stand in your power. Take the blow, Christine. That's what you do. Take the blow for them. Shield them from the results of their actions, and you take the hit of it instead. Like a, I don't know. But stop doing that. Defend yourself, and then great and good fortune will come to you. Great good fortune. So if you look at it from the universe's point of view, when we do stuff like that, when we're taking the hit, we're taking responsibility for everything, taking the hit of everything for other people. We're not letting karma work. We're trying to insert ourselves inside of karma so that karma can't work for people. How can it give us what we want then? How can the universe give us what we want then? Somewhere it's locked into the brain. Absolutely. Firecracker, excitement. Great good fortune with a 4-leaf clover. Firecracker, excitement. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Oh, so we're opening to discovery. Okay, universe, what am I attracting now? What am I open to now? What's my next lesson, really? I know we want to avoid those lessons, but we can't. We've got to make some more mistakes. But let's be open to discover what's next for us. What are we open to next? Like what can we experience next? You never know. You might be like further ahead than you think, and it might be great. Could be exciting, great and good fortune, strong emotion. It could be both. Could go, okay, I'll trust you. I'll open up to discover where I'm at now. And then some player comes in again, and you're like, hell no. Defend yourself against that, and then someone else comes in, and you take it really slow, and they could be great. They need consequences, they do. It's like children, right? It's like children. You don't just let your kid get away with anything, and you don't do everything for them, otherwise they'll never learn for themselves. So why do it with adults? Because otherwise they continue behavior. Yeah. You take your bat and ball and go home, or you can defend yourself too. I mean, if someone's being aggressive to you, it's like if someone's gonna hit you, they're gonna keep on hitting you again if you just keep on walking away. If you just take it and then walk away, they're gonna keep on hitting you. That's what bullies do. If you punch them square in the nose, they're not gonna do it again. What was that meme? Something about a throat punch. Be peace and love, but master the throat punch. Something like that. You got to meet people at the level. Because really, if they don't get that feedback, what if no one's ever punched them back? And they don't know what that feels like. What if you punching them in the face is the karma that they need for them to realize that it hurts when someone gets punched in the face, and they're like, oh, I didn't realize I was hurting people. What if no one's ever punched them in the face back before? But from our perspective of it, it's like, victim no more. You don't need to be a victim. You don't need to. Yeah, so walking away, it's the first step. Take your toys and go home. It's the first step. But there comes a point where you have to actually be in your power to stop it. Because bullies will keep on bullying. They keep on picking on you. Unless you're that person that, don't mess with me. I'm that person now. You don't mess with me. I'm like, you mess with the wrong person, and yeah, I can step it up. I can escalate things. Someone does wrong by me, watch out that person. I mean, it very rarely happens now, but watch out that person that wants to do that. I don't take shit. You're a bully slayer. Yeah? Cool. I used to just take it. I was programmed to do that by my family. Is just take it, just take it. The punch bag. So I didn't. I wasn't the bully slayer at all. How did you slay them, Timothy? What else should we get out? I've got this deck and I don't like it. I might throw them away. Let's get one out. Stood up to them, beat them up. Beat up everyone that tried to bully you. Good. See, I didn't teach my kids to do that. I taught my kids to be victims. I told them that no, just be nice to them because they're hurting and they've got problems to be like that. I regret that. I should have told them to punch them in the face. I regret teaching my kids to be like that. But what could I do? It's all I knew at the time. And so now, because I've learned better now, when I see the love and lighters go say that same thing, I'm like, oh hell no, oh no, you're absolutely wrong now. You're wrong, diddly wrong on that one. There ain't nothing right about that. Hail mirror. These cards are weird. They're going in the bin. No. Nah. Your co-worker comes up to it and says, are you late again? I said, no, taking my time. A bully. She sounds like a bitch. Oh, when people have that bitchy energy. I can be very powerful when I want to be. I'll just be in their face. Don't throw the first punch, just don't take the second. Absolutely, yeah. You're always the one, Penny, that walked away, avoided confrontation. That's it. No, take no crap. Absolutely. We've got to be strong. Nothing wrong with that. And it doesn't make us the abuser. No, we're not saying go around like beating people up and being the aggressor. But stand up for yourself to those that are. Because there's so many here. Mom indirectly taught me. She was trying to kill us. Sorry, it's not funny. I just wasn't going to let me and my brother get tossed in the creek. Well, good for you. I didn't find that strength in me. I do recall that my dad stopped beating my brother up when my brother fought back. I remember that moment. It was quite a significant moment in our household. Anything else? Should we get a bit of romance out? You broke a bully's nose with your science book. You got arrested for it, but it was so worth it. Good job. I told you my story of there was a guy, an Indian guy, who asked me did I want a drink, and I said no thanks. And then he got me in a clamp, my arms, he clamped me around here and my body like in a bear hug, but with my arms pinned down to my sides. And I managed to get I twisted one arm up. Like, I'd be able to defend myself so much easier now. This was before my Muay Thai days. I've got my arm up like that and pushed him away. And I said, I was in a club at the time, and I said to, I think the owner, or maybe I just put it on Facebook. I probably just put it on Facebook. But that if the security, because it's a fine line, right, of defending yourself in that kind of a setting, because if I were to have punched him in the nose, I would have been thrown out of that club, right? You've got to be careful in certain places, because there's, you know, out on the street, sure, can punch him in the nose. In a club, you're likely to get thrown out for doing something like that. But I put it on Facebook anyway, saying, you know, if the bouncers aren't going to, if the security there aren't going to keep an eye out of what's going on now, then the next one I'm gonna be vigilante. I'm gonna break the face. I'm gonna break the nose. The next one to do that is gonna get the nose broken, because the security staff aren't on top of it. And ever since I said that, the security would keep an eye on me, make sure that I was okay. They would keep an eye out for me. Right, I would notice them being there, looking out for me. Good, because I would break the nose of the next one. Now with my body, they don't come anywhere near me, guys like that. You broke a young lady's bra strap. Oh God, you were one of those. God, boys are so annoying with flicking the bra straps. So if it's not bad enough to wear a bra anyway, I don't even own a bra anymore. They're horrible. They're so uncomfortable. God, I remember being a teenager. No. I'd have broken your nose. No, I wouldn't. I'd have gone home crying. Yeah, you gotta pick your fights, right? And then there was that, I think he was about 17, a guy that I was training with, same club. I wasn't there, but the bouncer punched him, the security punched him outside of the place, and he said that the security were across the way, small walking street, so only 3 meters away from him, and watched the whole thing. But of course he used his Muay Thai skills, and it was just like skinny teenager. You couldn't tell he was strong, as you can. A lot of Muay Thai trained people don't get built, you just get super strong, functional muscles, you know. So you can't necessarily tell the strength of someone by looking at them. Anyway, he used his Muay Thai skills, and the police watched it all. And after it, he turned around to the police, going, "Okay, do I have repercussions from this now?" Because a lot of security or police would do that, would then make you wrong for fighting back or defending yourself, which you're not. You're not wrong for doing that. But they just nodded at him, so I knew that I'd done the right thing. Now I'd break your nose. Absolutely. Like I've said, I pity the next guy that tries to attack me or something. I hope he's not in the hospital too long. Really. Oh God. Christine, it's bad. You like to see you snapped a bra. Boys, let's get some romance out. Finish this off. Got 15 minutes left. It's gone slower this time. Went super fast last time. Hey, you, what are you doing in there? Emotional release. Go back in there. It's safe for you to love. There you go. It's safe. Why are we safe? Because we can keep ourselves safe. Because we can defend ourselves, right? You need to defend yourself. It's safe to love because you can trust yourself. punch them in the nose. Whatever you need to do. Or say, no, I don't want to go on a date with you. A time for healing. Again, this is reminding me of that, where was it? There's mistakes. We've made mistakes, right? We can all look back and go, oh God, yeah, I should have punched them in the nose or whatever. But we've got to be kind to our inner child. And so as you're changing your ways now, as you're learning, as you're doing things differently, as this death card, when instead of just walking away from that player and then going to the next one and the same thing happened, or that abuser or whatever, actually stopping it, stopping your part in what was doing, changing it, then yeah, so healing that and then being okay about it, like not beating ourselves up for those past mistakes that we've made, you know. Chris, I don't hate it when someone ghosts me all of a sudden. I don't give a shit, really. I don't give a shit, and I will walk away from people quite easily as well. If I notice some behavior in someone, I'm not going to stop and try and heal them and try and change them and try and explain it to them or any of that stuff. I just get out of there. So why would I be bothered if someone does that with me? No, it's all right. People can go off and live their lives, and I don't. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't worry me that. And I'm not. Yeah. I'm not here to sort out other people's problems and stay in something and try and get a resolution or try and change someone else. If I notice that someone isn't right for me, no, I'm not going to stick in there and keep a dialogue with them. So maybe question that, Chris. If you really hate when someone ghosts you all of a sudden, maybe you're not open to doing that with someone else. Maybe you're not open to walking away when you should. It's like, I've got friends, you know, that I can see once every 10 years, and it's just like we were with each other yesterday, you know? But we don't keep in touch with each other the whole time, and that's all right. And then I've got other friends that are like butthurt if you don't answer a text. If you don't answer a text within a few hours or something like that, and then they start mouthing off about you to other people and start or being aggressive toward me, I'm ghosting them. They're not rational. I'm not going to stay in a dialogue with them. I'm going to ghost them. So no, it doesn't worry me. It really doesn't worry me. And I don't. Also, if I'm ghosted by someone else, I don't care what's going on through their mind really about me, because it's not about me. It's about them. You know. I'm not making decisions or doing things that are out of alignment with me. So it doesn't really matter to me what's going on in their minds to have done that to me. So no, I'm not with you on that one, Chris. I'm all good with it. Probably dodging a bullet. You're probably dodging a bullet when people do that. Friendliness. What's this? You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Friendliness. Oh, we've got a con artist here. Spammy, spammy. Oh. How do you get back on the channel? Anyway. Friendliness. What's this? Friendliness. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. You're friendly. I mean, yeah, let's not be like come in like this with everyone. Like, yeah, you're looking for a fight, I'll break your nose. It's like, I was just saying hello, I was just flirting with you. You see, yeah. So when we can't trust ourselves to act in the moment, to defend ourselves in the moment, we're going to be all aggressive up front instead of friendly, right? Because then we need to put our defenses up because we can't trust ourselves. So Don't be the aggressor. Come on. Too much sunshine. So be friendly, be open. I think this is what we're asked to be doing now. Good luck. Good luck with it. Open your heart a crack. Open to discovery. It can just be that. You don't need to be open to like, okay, give me my twin flame now. I wouldn't suggest anyone come from that kind of a a point of view at all. It's just so makes you so open to all kinds of crap and putting up with it. Because I don't know about you guys, but anyone that I've seen online that's pretending that or saying that they're with the twin flame. What's that? Oh, it's the bag. Pretty much are describing a really dysfunctional relationship. So why not just be open to discovering more about ourselves? Okay, maybe I'm ready to open myself up, be friendly, maybe flirt if they're lucky, and knowing that I can trust myself, I can defend myself, and just open to discovery. See what's next. Is it another lesson for me? Is it another player? Is it another person that I need to punch in the nose? Is it? Let's see what it is. Let's just see what it is, Mr. Policeman. Yeah, I'll get one of these out too. Watch the twin flame card come out now. But I wouldn't suggest anyone go, okay, all I want is my twin flame relationship. I don't want anyone else. And I want to guess that they are my twin flame, because that just makes you open when you shouldn't be open. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I've got a feeling for this person. They're my twin flame. And then, so I'll let them get away with anything. It's just craziness. I realized the other day that I'm kind of like I'm doing readings, but I'm kind of the anti-spiritual stuff. There's this, it's almost like I'm in it to prove it wrong. I'm realizing. It's very interesting. Or in it to make it real, to bring it down to earth, and to cut the bullshit that's in it. There's so much bullshit in the spiritual world. I'm not in the spiritual world, but in spiritual circles in the human world, muggle world. Let's put it that way. Healthy choices. Twin flames is on the bottom. They've got a sense of humor. Healthy choices. Absolutely. Make healthy choices and keep on making them. In love and in life, in all of it. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Put this first. Number one priority, you, yourself. Always. Healthy choices for yourself. That's why when I made that difficult decision, it wasn't even difficult last year. I had to put myself first. And all my friends were going, oh, that's terrible, you must feel bad. And it's like, actually, I don't. I don't feel bad. It's the right thing to do. I'm choosing myself. I'm putting myself first. It never felt bad because it was a healthy choice. So we've got to trust ourselves to keep on making healthy choices for ourselves. Don't try and guess, and don't do readings to try and guess at the other one and then open yourself up unhealthily. Don't do that. Don't do that ever again. Because we can have a feeling that someone is our twin flame because we've got a strong feeling about them. We have strong feelings about those that feel familiar. And the familiar can be this: a player, a cheat, an abuser. Unfortunately, they're the ones that can feel familiar, and that's when we have a strong feeling. That's why so many people are thinking that someone who is a completely dysfunctional relationship person is the twin flame, and they're not. Just going off a strong feeling and a concept that's been made up by someone who the hell did that? I don't think it's healthy. I know. Twin flame. Who made it up? I want to talk to them. Yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. It kind of looks like one of those weapons though, doesn't it? Like you throw and it will kill someone. What do you call those? It does, doesn't it? It kind of looks like that. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Thanks everyone for coming along. I hope that helped. I think we're being prepped to open up. All of those cards about independence. Does our soul really want us to be in a relationship? I don't know. Bliss, though. We are missing out on bliss, aren't we, if we don't? We're missing out on some good stuff. But there could be some more lessons. But let's be open to discover, right? Open a bit to discover. Let's be friendly. Maybe even flirt. Experience life again. The richness of life. Let's do this all over again on Friday, shall we? Thanks everyone for coming along. And your donations and all of that. And yeah. And your support of my channel. It's very much appreciated. These are going in the bin right now. I don't like them. Bye. And don't forget, I've got some full moon readings, private readings available, reduced price on behealing.com. Snap them up. Bye.